in a place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people, you shall be called my people," man. All right, pursuing to Hosea, the 1st chapter, the 9th verse. This is that place. This is America. This is the place where they said, "Your name is Toby." They literally beat the Hebrew out of us. All right, they beat the Hebrew out of us, man. And it didn't come back until what? Prophecy was fulfilled again by Abba Bibbin, who YAHAWASHI, which was, you know, as we explained, he was John the Baptist. John the Baptist was the catalyst back then. Why wouldn't he be the catalyst now? There's no new thing up under the sun, man. All right.
Says, says they besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful for him to use.
Hey, come on. Hey, we give you a slab of lamb, bro. This, you know, act like this pork. Hey, just act like this pork. We'll give you some lamb.
Turkey leg.
Turkey. That big old turkey leg off Mortal Kombat. That Kano was eating. That boy, he was eating, man. When I see him eating, I said, I want one of those. Like, he smashing that mud. He making it look good, too. We gonna give you a big turkey leg. Come on, man. You know? He like, fuck that, you know? Go ahead, bro.
It said, and make as if he did eat of the flesh, taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king.
Yep.
That in so doing,
sacrifice, because they were sacrificing pork, man, upon the altar. All right? They were sacrificing pork upon the altar, man. I believe that's what triggered what was Judas Maccabees, his father. It started with an M though, right? Or funny name, bro. But that's what triggered him, because he seen the Israelite going to sacrifice pork. He's like, man, you know, I gotta, you know, he had to take them out, man. Because it again, you'll have so much passion for things that you're willing to fight for it. Metatize. Yeah. You're willing to fight for it. You're willing to die for it, man. That's the type of passion that you have to have for this truth. Like we read earlier in Thessalonians, man. Put you in trust of the gospel. All right? Going back to the Aquaman. Hey, he was able to get that trident because he was trusted with it. All right? Anybody couldn't just go and get it because it's not supposed to be in the wrong hands. These scriptures is not supposed to be in the wrong hands, man. Esau, you definitely ain't got nothing to do with it. The heathens definitely got nothing to do with it. 2/3, y'all ain't even got nothing to do with it, man. All right? Here comes Satan. Second time in 45 minutes.
It said that his mysteries will be revealed unto his servants, the prophets. When you go through the scriptures, you know who his servants are. You know who his people are. That's Israel.
Knowledge puffeth up, man. Knowledge is power. Like in the book of Eli, why you think he wanted the book so bad? It can control people. Have them do what I want. They got so much knowledge in it. Not if I got this book, I'm good. It's not to be seen as a relic, all right? Or it can fight off vampires. Get back, you blood suckers, you know? You know what I'm saying? It's not like that, man. It's what you do with it. Anybody can have a Bible, but do you understand it? And if you understand it, do you keep it? Do you apply it? Do you search it out? You know what I'm saying? Do you believe it? Do you believe it? But that's what it said in 2nd Ezra. They'll receive salvation because of their faith and their belief. All right? Not because they had a Bible. Not because they had the scriptures. It was they belief. Remember, the scriptures got written after things happened. So they had to have something, you know, which was belief, which was faith. All right? We have the book because all of that is in the past now. The New Testament wasn't written during the time, during the time of Nehemiah, during the time of Esther. Why? Because it wasn't that time. It wasn't there yet. All right? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got it. You got to preach
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That we might have hope. Patience and comfort of the scriptures. That we might have hope, man. Alright? That's why you gotta read and apply. You can read it. People in the church, they read it, but they don't apply it to the entirety. Alright? They apply what they want to apply. What benefits them, I'm going to pray so I can get a blessing. No, me, I'm going to pray because that's what the hell I'm supposed to do. And it shows, I pray that it shows YAHAWASHI that I believe that you're there. They go to church when they down and out. Lost their job, now they want to go to church. Go to church when you got your job, nigga, so you can pay tight, if anything. You don't go to church to get money, you ain't giving money anyway. You know, of course church is wicked, but you're gonna be into that, you know? At least be into it the right way.
Everybody wants the Lord when they down bad, but when everything's good, you know, there's no praising him. You know, there's no, like the brother said, have that same energy. Don't have that energy when you really need him and you on your last. No, when you're on your last, you should be praising him. When you got abundance, you should be praising him. All right, when you're doing it, that's okay. Have that same energy, man, towards the Most High. Because you can never go far enough.
You can never do more than what you think you can. Because you don't know the level. You know what I'm saying? That's really why I like Dragon Ball Z. Because it's always another level that the Saiyans reach, man. Here it is. They fight, you fighting Jiren like you had to tap into shit you heard about. You heard about Ultra Instinct. Then it was like a glitch. It happened. Oh, I'm getting my ass beat. You know what I'm saying? He broke the limit. That's what we are supposed to do within this truth, man. All right? You don't know. Like Vegeta, he's going to train. All right? He trained to get a certain level. Goku had help, you know? But, hey, either way, they both got to that limit, you know? That's basically the elders and apostles and the younger brothers, man, us. You know what I'm saying? They trained to get to it, but we had help. And it's, of course, it's all according to YAHAWASHI. All right? Lipstick.
Second Maccabees chapter 6 and verse 20 says, as it be, verse 22, it says that in so doing he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them and find favor. But he began to consider discreetly as he became his age and the excellency of his ancient years, and to the honor of his great head, whereunto he was come, and his most honest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High Yahawah. Therefore he answered accordingly, and willed them straight ways to send him to the grave.
Yeah, kill me. Yo, you sure? Like, I made my mind up. I have been, you sure? Like, I can see those, kill me. You sure? Like, yo? Maybe he don't know me saying he can actually eat lamb. He just, yo, you can eat lamb, dog. Like, you don't gotta actually eat pork. You can actually eat lamb. You won't go against the law. Kill me. Like, that's all he gonna say from there on out, man. He made his mind up. like I said, he was brought up in the truth, man. He was raised up in that, you know. All his training came down to that moment. Everything he ever believed in and read and did came down to this defining moment. All right? Do you have faith or do you not?
And that's what a lot of people are going to fail on when it's time to get that chip.
But that's what I'm saying. They playing Israelite.
You've been in this truth for 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever, however long you've been. In 6 months, it don't matter. But everything is going to come up to a point. It's going to be an apex where you got to make a decision that is a soul-breaking or making decision. Either you're going to take the chip and be able to eat or buy and sell or do whatever it is you need to do, take care of your household and your family, or you're going to say, kill me. You're going to say, fuck you, and spit in their face.
Yeah, you're going to die anyway. You're going to die anyway.
They're going to get you anyway.
You get the chip, you're going to die.
They got a plan to kill, what, 7.5 billion people?
That's a goal for them.
So you don't think if you take this chip, you're going to die anyway? You ain't part of that 500 million. That 500 million is elite.
Yeah.
You ain't nothing but a servant at best.
What's that movie?
Huh?
Nah, that movie, they had a whole other planet that they was on, man. It was basically, they got, I think Matt Damon in it.
Oh, the people on Earth.
Elysium, yeah. They was on the whole, they was good up there, man. They was good, but the poor was sitting on the bottom, you know? The 500 million was good. Why you think they're trying to go to Mars and live on Mars and you know what I'm saying, inhabit other planets and stuff? You ain't gonna be invited. They made a movie about it. What you think they're gonna try to do? They're gonna have the rich people up there. Let them dirty, poor motherfuckers stay down there, man.
Was that 2012? Where they had the people? They had the
alert
alarms going off. Like, oh, it's time to go.
It's time to get on the ark. What, you know what I'm saying?
Where your alert band at?
Yeah, that's the same thing, though. What they doing with the bunkers too. So it costs $1 million some for you to get into the bunker. And who the hell has $1 million? You know, anybody? We ain't got $1 million put together in all the years we worked.
I think it was like 10 racks for a child, 20 racks for an adult. What? I ain't even reached that amount of money and all the money I spent and had in my life. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I can't save that much money. I can't get a loan of that much.
Bags with holes.
Bags with holes, man. Here it is. I did a little something to get extra money on my check. Same check I was getting more money on, a garnishment popped up. Bag with holes. I said, fuck it, this is how it is, man. We don't punish them. Alright? And like I was talking to one of the brothers the other day, you know, he was saying, you know, he been trying to get a new job and things, but the Lord knows what he wants. He know what he want to do, but the Lord know what he need, I would say. You know, he might not need a new job, he might just want it. Alright? So the Lord will put barriers and limits. Hey, it tells you that in Job. He has set the boundaries. Alright? You can't go past whatever he won't allow you to go past, man. Period. You want to be the best Hebrew scribe of the Israelites, he might not want you to learn that. So he, you know, calls you to learn Hebrew, but not really retain it. Because it comes down to retainment, man. That's why when I pray before I read, I pray that I understand, retain, apply. Alright? I just added another one the other day. I can't think of it now. I did retain that word, you know? Let's get it.
It says, back in 2 Maccabees, chapter 6, and verse 24, it says, for it becometh not our age, said he, in any wise to dissemble, whereby many young persons might think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now going to a strange religion.
That's strange religion. Religion basically means worship. So So he had this whole reputation. We knew about him, and now he's going away from it. You know?
At that age, though.
At that age. What is that? He was 70?
Yeah, 70.
He was 70 years old?
He was
He was 90. Like, your whole life you've been learning, and it came down to this defining moment. And you could be like, well, I'm 90, I'm about to die anyway. Give me that, give me that steak. I act like this for it. No, he did that for the sheep, man. He did that for the flock.
Hey, just through the spirit. That's why we don't have the same respect for you older Jakes now, man. What example did y'all set for us, man? Y'all didn't tell us that eating pork wasn't cool. Y'all try to give us a reason why it's healthy. You know, and all the old heads that I've known, all the old head Jakes that I grew up around, I'm pretty sure you brothers probably ran into some too throughout our lifetime that told you that certain things that the Most High forbidden us to do was okay. Eleazar, as the brother wanted to get into, that's a perfect example of how you older Jake should have been, man. We would be in a better condition if you niggas was teaching the right things, man. All right? But now, look at us now, man. We have to fight. We gotta fight and get back into, we gotta teach you.
Yeah.
We gotta be Eleazar to you because y'all can't be Eleazar to us, but wanna tell us how to teach the Bible, man. Wanna tell us how we should live. The scriptures is how we supposed to live, man. The scriptures say what? It says obey your parents in the Lord. If you're not following the law, statutes, or commandments of the Most High, there's no respect for you, man. We will be cordial because the scripture teach etiquette, but we're not going to respect your opinion, man, because you ain't teach us nothing.
Second Maccabees 6:25. And so they through my hypocrisy and desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and I get a stain to my old age and make it abominable.
Right, he's like, man, look, I'm already 90. So for me to live just a little bit longer and mess up my whole reputation, everything that I worked so hard to build, everything that I worked so hard to maintain, to help everybody else in the nation, you want me to go off now?
You know what that remind me of? Hey, it's a Tyler Perry movie, but it's fire. It ain't that regular Medea shit. It's a movie called Acrimony. Now in this movie, the guy put his whole life into building like a self-energized battery, basically. You know what I'm saying? It ruined his marriage, or a part of it, you know what I'm saying? But he basically, his spouse inherit money from her mom's debt and the house. They ended up losing the house, I believe. Well, they was on the verge of losing the house. They lost all the money. She had like something $100,000 though. But all of that money, all of that time went into him building this battery, right? And when he pretty much finally gave up on it, you know what I'm saying? Because he was sending it to like a technology company to the point where they banned and barred him. They had a restraining order against him. He couldn't go a certain mile radius within the company because he was harassing them. Like, y'all gonna see this battery that I got. He didn't have the proper resources for it. You know what I'm saying? But so his wife ended up, it's done. We're done. You ain't nothing to me. You know, you done wasted your whole life trying to get this battery together. You know what I'm saying? And look, we're dead. I want a divorce. When they finally got divorced, a lady who worked at the company that he knew when he was younger ended up actually watching his tapes. He was like, yo, he got a good idea going. So the owner of the company tried to give him I'm gonna probably say like $8,000 or something. It was a small amount of money, but it's still, it was a lot, but it was small. He was like, nah, man. He like, look, hey, I'm gonna be honest. I respect y'all after all these years. Y'all released this restraining order. Y'all allowed me to come in this company. You know, and y'all finally seen my tape. Y'all willing to, you know, but I put my whole life into this, and I'm not gonna sell it for that much. I want to, this is mine, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to buy it from him and basically put his name on it. He like, no, this is mine. I want to be a part of this. This is my legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, he put his whole life into that. That was his investment. It came down to that. I'm not about to sit here just live a little bit longer. I'm gonna live 2 more years. I might do that, throw them off, and then y'all kill me anyway. You know what I'm saying? For being difficult. You got what you wanted already. Now you take me out. You know? Nah, he kept his reputation unspotted, man. All right? Kept it clean.
Hey, that was the same thing that the Apostle Paul did, man. When he went around teaching, he said he was not blameless for anybody, the men that he was teaching, so that they were able to follow that same example, man.
Yeah, there's nobody's perfect. We all striving, man. You know, that's why I be hating seeing Israelites. They act like they already made it. They act like they
celebrate too early.
Yeah. Yep. They act like they own a chariot, went to a chariot, put their name, engraved it, already got a spot. Like, no. We ain't out of here until we out of here. And at this moment, we ain't even out of here. We still got work to do, man. You get off at 7 o'clock, 6:57, you still, you know, you're still at work. But, just to finish off the little story on the movie, so basically he was like, I'm not willing to sell it for that much. You know, it's not happening. You're not gonna take my legacy. And then the girl was like, don't worry, he'll come around. Man, remember, this is after his wife left him and all of that. Now, the guy ended up calling him back like, all right, you're gonna get your fair share, basically. Basically, they became business partners opposed to him selling his invention, you know? So he was able to write off his ex-wife a $10 million check because she was on the verge of losing her home. He wrote her a check. He paid her back all the money that he used up from her when they was growing up. Paid her all of that back, allowed her to keep her house and more. And she had hella more money. And you know what happened? You know what she did? She acted like everything was gravy. Because he bought the condo that he said he was going to get. He bought the boat that he said he was going to get. All right? Basically, keep your eye on the prize, man. Salvation. Job, yeah, he got it twice. Yep.
Job lost everything.
Yeah.
Job went through it. But he kept his integrity as a man of the Lord. And at the end of the day, he was rewarded justly and double. And he said that he had the prettiest daughters in all the land.
Yep. You gotta keep that integrity, man. Here it is. This guy, he never gave up his dream. All right. When he finally gave it up, though, it came to him. But hey, he still believed. So when he got that phone call, matter of fact, he had threw it out. I believe he threw it out that day. That boy, he ran home, got that mug out the trash can right before they was about to toss it, man. Like that, hey, I advise y'all to watch that movie. It's a real good movie. But yeah, cause the woman, his ex-wife, yeah, you've been through it, but that's about being loyal. Keeping your integrity. You mentioned Job, bro. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't the perfect wife, or she wasn't the happiest wife. She didn't have the happiest life. But it all came down to that moment. So here it is, he bought the condo. She shows up at the condo. like, oh, so this is where we living at now. Like, no, we divorced, yo. If the other chick came from the back room, she felt played. And it just went on from there, man. I don't want to talk too much in case y'all watching. You know?
Second Maccabees 6:26 says, for though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, either alive nor dead.
What? I might get away from y'all, but I can't get away from him. Fear of him, which can kill the body and the soul, and not them that can only kill the body. Period. You don't fear man, you fear the Most High. When you read in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, they don't say fear man and the Most High. They say fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That's the duty of all men.
Fear the Most High, that's all kind of stuff.
Yeah. Not the fear of man is the beginning of wisdom. No, that's why, like, when you read, when YAHAWASHI, he was talking to Pontius Pilate, he was like, so I hear you the king of the Jews. That's what he said. Like, I ain't saying nothing, you know? Now, he knew, he could have been like, no, man, they just, hey, that showed, hey, sometimes it ain't meant for you to talk, you know? No, man, they mixing that up, man. I ain't said that, you know, they saying that, da-da-da-da-da. Like, nah, he knew him keeping his mouth closed for the most part, he gonna receive death. You know, it could come down to that. That was part of him being put to death. And then they sent him to Caesar or whatever. And they like, oh no, we got no king but Caesar. Crucify him. Like, hey, y'all ain't serious. You sure?
You said y'all wanna let this murderer go.
You sure?
Y'all wanna kill him?
Wash his head, yeah. Well, hey, yeah, that's his act now. Hey, that's on y'all, you know.
My hands are clean.
But that's our people, man. Alright? That's our people. They hated the prophets then. Guess what? They hate the prophets now. But no longer coming peaceably. They don't care. Well, fuck y'all, what y'all talking about? Y'all God ain't real. God, Jesus, he's white. It don't matter. He don't have a color. Color don't matter. All this bullshit now. Until Judgment Day comes.
Well, we got names and the name is.
Yeah. I call on the name of Jesus. I receive $500 every week. Go to work, nigga.
It says, verse 27, wherefore now manfully changing this life, I will shew myself such a one as mine age requireth, and leave a notable example.
Leave a notable example. Y'all can walk past there. And leave a notable example. So, in these times, we can read this account, all right, and have more faith in the scriptures, man. He said he's going to leave a notable, read that again, bro.
It says, wherefore now manfully changing this life, I will shew myself such an one as my age requireth.
He said, I'm going to show myself as a man. I'm a man up for the nation of Israel. I'm going to put myself out there.
And leave a notable example to such as be young, to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law.
So you don't think those 7 sons probably heard about this account? If it is in chronological order. But he said he's going to leave himself a notable example for the young to die willingly. That's what I'm saying, is after that, you know? But whether it is or it's not, he played his part, man. Like we was reading earlier about him. His whole life, he was built up, keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. And it came down to this defining moment. All right? It came down to this defining moment to show his integrity, to show his belief and his faith in the Most High, man. And everybody is gonna come down to a defining moment, man. That's why it's about to go right back into that Mark 4. You gotta be rooted, man. You have to be rooted. We got these signs right here. If the wind blows, they can blow them away. All right. But if we dig little spots over here in the grass and stick them in there, it's not gonna blow away, man. Because they have a foundation. All right. They're rooted, really.
Says, and when he said these words, immediately went into the torment. They that led him, changing the good will. Says they that led him, changing the good, will they bear him a little before into hatred, because the foresaid speeches proceeded as they taught from a desperate mind.
Look how fast they switched up when they didn't get their way. You gotta piss Satan off, man. You have to piss Satan off. They was cool with him. Hey, you know, them pretty things. You ain't gotta kill me, man. Sure, you want, man, you can eat the lamb and just act like it's pork. That's what he's saying. You don't gotta break the law. You can actually eat lamb and just act like it's pork. As soon as they didn't get their way, switched up, killed them. You know? They had hatred towards them because they didn't get their way. So what? That's why you got to be willing to put yourself out there. You can't be, it's not about having all the friends in the world, man. All right? It's about him being your friend. Doing what YAHAWASHI said do, man. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. All right? Fear not him that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill the body and the soul.
He just said before that, he should escape the punishment and torment of men, but not of the Most High.
But not of the Most High.
You know, and that shows how fervent men of the Lord were in the scriptures. You know, because they were what does it say? It says I lost my train of thought. But they were